Time now for the News Nation Gut Check. The very first Christmas card was sent 170 years ago. Since then, cards have become one of the most popular holiday traditions. About two-thirds of Americans say they send cards every year. But a recent trend has some people wondering if the tradition has lost its personal touch. In a Washington Post op-ed, Eric Hoover writes, today's cards may appear more personalized with photos of spouses, kids, and pets. But when I flip over the photo cards, I usually find no trace of ink, no original message. These prefabricated greetings seem as empty as a stocking someone forgot to stuff. Joining me now, SiriusXM's Michael Smerconish, who's also an MSNBC contributor, and apparently you've not sent out your holiday cards because I've not received one from you.
Well, it's funny you should say that because I've got all those I've received so far right here, and you're not in this stack thus far, Tamron. I can tell you, you're on my list. I don't know if I made your cut.
You were going to make my cut. I promise. I'm sending mine out this weekend. But what's your take on it? It is true. You see all of these pictures, some of them awkward, some of them funny, some are actually sensitive, beautiful. But then you flip the card or open it, there's nothing.
It's true, and I have to tell you, I'm guilty as charged. Our family, we're guilty as charged. We're busy. It's hard to get it all done before the holidays, but it doesn't mean I love you any less, because I have to tell you, this is one of the great pleasures of Christmas for me. Sometime close to Christmas Day, I'll look at this whole stack one by one. I may not even remember like that you have kids, but if you send me one of those notes and it says they made the honor roll, I love reading it. I love knowing where you went on summer vacation. I love learning that, you know, there's a new dog in the family. Yeah. I'm totally into it. But the impersonal stuff does kind of sum up where we are.
Yeah, but Michael, okay, so you love all of those things. You love that they have kids, pets, whatever, but you don't love us enough to write inside the card. It's been a great year. Hope you have another. I mean, you're so busy, Mr. Radio TV star, that you can't be bothered to just XOXO. Really?
How bad would it be if I confessed that I actually use an Excel spreadsheet just to get this done on time? Because it gets confusing. I mean, honestly, we like to remember a lot of friends, and I don't want to leave anybody out.
Well, Michael, this does speak to, you know, so many friends. But this speaks to the point. I was recently in Texas with my family, and my niece, who's 13, I said to her, oh, what's the neighbor's kid's name? They're so cute. And she says, I don't know. And I mean, I couldn't imagine growing up in suburban Texas, which is what happened to me, and not know my next door neighbor. And here, my whole now, you know, idealized vision of Americana blew up in an instant when my 13-year-old niece said, I don't know who those people are next door to us. And I think this impersonal thing is an extension of who we've become, these little isolated families who are too busy to write hi.
You're absolutely right. You're right. It's hard for me to defend it. We're in a world of 140 character communications, but it's a lot better than the alternative of doing nothing. Right. So if the choices are send an impersonal card or do nothing, at least you can count me among your impersonal friends.
Okay, well, here's the deal. I'm going to show you my holiday card. The only one better than this one was the one I sent out a couple of years ago with me and Don King, and I had a Don King wig on with him. But this is officially my favorite Christmas card. Let's quickly show it. It is our News Nation team party. We're at Miss Lily's, a Jamaican spot. We're putting back rum punch and all kinds of other things. But nevertheless, on the back, it will say, Ari, hey, man. That's my Jamaican accent. Now, everyone who's Jamaican hates me now. But anyway, that's what I'll put. And I will put, to you, Michael Smerconish, it's been a great year.
But you know what? I got cut from that list, too, didn't I? I mean, like, where was I when the rum punch was being handed out?
I had a limited budget, but we'll send you some jerk chicken tomorrow. But, Michael, thank you. And just a little XOXO. It means so much to me. Thank you, Michael.
All right, for you. You got it.
What does your gut tell you? Have holiday cards gone from ho-ho to ho-hum? Go to newsnation.msnbc.com to cast a vote. That does it for us. We're headed for D.C. We'll be live there tomorrow in our nation's capital. The cycle is up next.